Okay, we're in the shop today. This piece here is from a Sherco 2.9 trials bike. So you can see this is the clutch basket. On the back you have the primary drive pinion gear. This is riveted to the clutch basket and we're going to be taken care of. The reason we're looking at this, so you can see here there's some cracks in this gear. This was damaged during kickstarting. It backfired through the Kickstarter, damaged this, damaged the Kickstarter pinion and the idler pinion, as well as the Kickstarter lever itself. So once we get this sorted out, we're going to have to retard the timing a little bit to help avoid that problem in the future. Okay, so you can see you have hardened steel rivets. There are 8 of them on this clutch basket that holds the pinion gear to the clutch basket itself. And I'm going to try to drill these things out. You could grind them. I want to try to avoid damaging this backing plate if at all possible. I'm going to see how drilling goes. If it's too much of a pain in the ass, then I'll take a grinder to them. But you always want to make sure you're drilling dead center. So what you can do, you take your calipers, come down here, and you can measure the top of that rivet. Now, one thing to keep in mind is these are rivets and they have been peened over. So the measurements aren't going to get you exactly dead center, but if you look at them, you can see some are mushroomed more one way than the other. You can get really, really close to the center. As long as you take off most of the material, you can usually punch the rest out without issue. So what I've done is I've measured the diameter, just under 220 thou, so 215 thou. So you come in here, you split that difference down to 107. You can lock the calipers, then put it on the edge and scrape, and you'll leave an actual scrape mark. Now I've already done that, so you can see here, it's probably hard to see, but little tiny X's on all of these where I've marked the center. Just do it in one direction, then the other, and you'll get the X. Next I have my center punch here. I'm just going to go down and hit all of these in the center. Okay, so this is an automatic center punch. These things are awesome. What I originally bought this for was to remove carburetor pins that have been peened over. And you can actually punch them out easily with this, and you won't break off the little stanchions that are made of cast aluminum. But definitely worth a couple bucks this thing's cost. Now we're off to the drill press. So there you can see, it's nearly dead center. It's about as good as you're going to get with the rivet being mushed at the end. Some of them may turn out better, just depending on how far they were mushroomed and where I measured it. Okay, so a couple pins just had to be driven out manually. Finish them off. And there we are. Now we just wait on new parts.